Well, what's up guys, welcome back to another video here at GCSE, and today we'll be going through direct and inverse proportions. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I promise you, it is this easy. Our learning outcomes for today is to understand what direct and inverse proportions are, and understand what a constant is. It's also to solve direct and inverse proportion exam questions. So, what is a proportion? Proportions is the correlation of two values when one number is a multiple of the other. When working with proportions, we must work out the constant k, as this will stay the same for when the variables change. In this lesson, we will focus on solving direct and inverse proportion exam questions and fully understand how to work out the constant. To begin with, some proportion questions are under the category of real-life common sense questions, by which I mean they don't state the words or symbols of the proportions, but they use the same principles. For example, 100 houses are made in 10 days. How many are made in 25 days? 10 houses are made in 1 day, therefore 250 houses are made in 25 days. Once again, it's that time to have a go at some Maths Genie exam questions. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, a machine fills 1,000 bottles in 5 hours. Work out how many hours it would take the machine to fill 1,200 bottles. So, 1,000 bottles equals 5 hours, and if we divide by 5, we can work how much in 1 hour, which is 200. Now we timed 200 by 6 to get 1,200, so our answer would be 6 hours. In our second question, it costs 75p to buy 5 bananas. Work how much it would cost to buy 7 bananas. So 75p equals 5 bananas, meaning 1 banana equals 15p. We times 15p by 7 to get £1 and 5p. So our final answer is £1 and 5p. Make sure you put the pound symbol. Now it's time to have a look at the real proportions, and we'll start with direct proportion. When dealing with proportions, you may come across a symbol what looks like a fish, and this simply means the word proportional. However, when we replace the symbol with the constant k, we then write it as a normal equation. So, as we can see below, when we're dealing with a direct proportion, it appears in the form of a is directly proportionate to b, meaning a equals k times b. For this example, a equals 50 when b equals 5. When b equals a, what does a equal? So we know a is directly proportional to b. That means 50 equals k times 5, meaning 50 divided by 5 will give us k, and k equals 10. So we do a equals 10 times a, so a equals 80 when b equals a. Now, when dealing with the inverse proportion, we deal with the opposite of the normal proportion. So as the direct proportion is a is directly proportionate to b, the inverse proportion is a is inversely proportionate to 1 over b. I say, if we have 2, the inverse proportion is 2 is a reciprocal, which is 1 over 2, which is a half. Because if you do 2 times a half, it will give you 1. And that's what an inverse proportion is. This then becomes a equals k over b when we put it in a normal equation form. And at grade 5 level, you may already be given the value of k for both your direct and inverse proportions. And the harder questions are a grade 7 skill. I'm teaching you how to work out the k value because some of you may go on to do the higher paper, so you may need to learn it. But it's just good to know the understanding of what you're doing to know to answer the questions. Now it's time to have a go at some inverse and direct proportion questions. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you're done. So, in our first question, x is inversely proportionate to y, and x is given by the formula x equals 1,000 divided by y. Find the value of x when y equals 50. As we can see, we've already been given the value of k in this instance. So we just write x equals 1,000 divided by y, because we're working out when y equals 50, meaning x equals 20. So our final answer is x equals 20. In our second question, y is directly proportionate to x. Y is given by the formula y equals 0.4 times x. Find the value of y when x equals 6. Once again, we've already been given the value of k in this instance, so we write y equals 0.4 times 6, meaning y equals 2.4. So final answer is y equals 2.4, and this is when x equals 6. Now it's time to have a go at some of the hardest inverse and directly proportional exam questions. Have a go, pause the video and unpause when you've done. So, in our first question, the weight of a piece of wire, W grams, is directly proportionate to its length, L centimeters. W is given by the formula W equals 30L. Find the length of the wire, weighing 75 grams. So, our weight is W, so we write 75 equals 30 times L, because 30 is our K value, and it's already been given to us. So now we do 75 divided by 30, which will give us L, meaning 2.5 equals L. So our final answer is 2.5 centimeters. In our second question, the force, given as F, between the two magnets is inversely proportionate to the square of the distance, x centimeters, between them. F is given by the formula F equals 36 divided by x squared. Find the force when two magnets are 3 centimeters apart. So, 3 centimeters apart is x centimeters. So that means F equals 36 divided by 3 squared, meaning F equals 36 divided by 9. And 36 divided by 9 is 4, so F equals 4. So our final answer is F equals 4 newtons. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's lesson. And I did say it was that easy. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.